today.
People aren't gonna know. People aren't gonna know who's who. That's Ross.
Everyone's louder. All right, cool. How you doing, sweet? Right, let's do a shout out.
Let me actually put my proper pin.
Right.
Right.
Thank you, Heather, Caleb, Fabio, Wavy, and Swede for putting up with this shit right now.
Yeah, thank you for putting up with this shit.
Thank you so much.
It finally got there.
You know, I understand that this is everyone is listened.
It's very stressful.
It's very stressful. We're not even doing anything. We're just talking.
That's a good. That's a good picture, Ryan. That's a good picture.
Thank you.
There is 2 pictures of Ryan. As you can see, there's one right there, and there's one up there.
I'm trying to find a better picture of me.
Right. No worries. Everyone is listened. We are going to discuss Crash Bandicoot. My dream game. Probably Ross's dream game.
Yeah.
That is true.
Big Crash fan. Yeah,
But not my
fan.
dream game.
It's not Ryan's dream game. Kieran,
No.
do you like Crash
What is it?
Bandicoot?
What's going on?
You a big Crash Bandicoot fan, Kieran? Or not?
I'm gonna be alright because I grew up with Nintendo, man. So I haven't really played. I have played Crash Bandicoot. I do like Crash Bandicoot,
Right.
but I'm I'm not a huge sort of fanboy over it because I didn't grow up with it.
Hmm.
It's like Super Mario for me is my Crash Bandicoot pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
I do own a Crash Bandicoot game, and I fucking love it.
what games have you played? What ones have
It's
you
a
played?
Wrath of Cortex. What I'm getting to.
You played Wrath of Cortex on the GameCube, did you? Did you complete it?
Yeah, I've still got it.
Still got it. Ross, you've played
Yeah.
all of them, haven't you? You've played all
Oh
of
yeah,
them.
mate. Yeah.
You
But
definitely
to be honest, I don't know if I'd be able to remember. I haven't played it in years.
Someone just put in the chat, Crash is dead. I don't think it's dead.
I don't think Crash is dead.
I don't
yet.
think it's going to be dead. I think they will
Nah.
relive it in some form, whether it be like the way they did it on Xbox One with Banjo-Kazooie, bringing it back on the rare replay. But
You think they'll bring it back as a replay edition?
oh yeah, I reckon they'll bring it back as a replay. They'll bring back like a PS1 classic when the what are they called? When the backward compatibility comes through, I reckon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that in PlayStation. They're actually doing backwards compatibility, aren't they? What is it? Just
Yeah.
PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 games?
I don't know. I think it's just going to be PlayStation 2 at the moment. I don't think.
Not even
They're
PlayStation 3.
Yeah, PlayStation 3 are going to be backward compatible if you like they did on the Xbox. If you bought the games, then you'll be able to play them back on the
When
console.
are they
But
going to be doing that?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a subscription-based.
Really?
Kind of-
That's it, cheeky.
Yeah, but the
'Cause,
Xbox
yeah.
did it, so they're only competing with the market.
The thing is,
Oh,
the
okay.
Xbox One isn't
might-
subscription based. It's just
I might
if you
try
own
that
it.
now.
Yeah, your mic's fine, Ken. Your mic's fine.
Is it better than what it was?
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. So what I personally think they should do is I think they are obviously Activision have the rights to it still, but do they or do they not now? Because it was questionable like a couple months ago that it was always in the Sony trailers or the release. There was like loads of hints at it and shit.
Yeah,
So
but I think they've always teased us with
they've
it.
always
never
teased us
actually-
with it. So I don't know if they may be collabing with Activision. I can't see Activision selling it because it's a fucking they love ruining IPs. I can't see them selling it. But I think they're probably making like Ryan said, I can imagine them making HD remakes. Like I can
But
imagine
I
them.
think the problem that they have with the HD remakes or actually bringing older games back is that the kids growing up in a generation now don't have any of these games. It's all online.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
arcade anymore, is
There's
it?
there's no like single player. Everything has to be online. You look at the way like the Tom Clancy games have gone. They've like Rainbow Six, the originals. They weren't really online. They were more based on
Yeah.
single player. Whereas now like Siege and the Division coming out next year, they're all going to be online. They've all got online capability.
That's the problem. So the problem is, would the younger audiences want to play Crash Bandicoot again? See, I'm not. Yeah.
I personally, I don't know, but I think it's nostalgia, isn't it? Like, I think the older generation would rather than.
Who is playing Call of Duty? Because that is so fucking loud.
Is that you, Ross, playing Cotch?
Yeah.
Turn
Can
the
you-
sound off when you control.
That is so fucking loud, man.
Right, let me finish this game and I'll turn it off.
So yeah,
I don't know. It's whether or not they'll actually get the market because a lot of the market at the moment is first person.
yeah, a lot of the market is Call of Duty, isn't it? That's
And
what
you
it
look
is.
at the games like Kieran did play the what
Rare
was it on
replays.
it was on the Vita as well, wasn't it? The
Rayman.
Yeah. Like, look, that was a big game when we were growing up. Rayman, Crash Bandicoot, but the sales figures on that were hardly anything for that game.
Yeah.
And it was a good game because I played it on the Vita. I know you had it on PS4, didn't you, Kieran?
See,
Oh, you're talking about Rayman Legends.
Yeah, the Legends. Yeah.
Yeah. That's relatively new, man. I mean,
But that's what I mean. I don't think it hit the audience that it was intending to hit.
Yeah, it hit the
Yeah.
younger audience. I still think it sold quite a lot, but the problem is, it wouldn't be targeting younger audiences again. It'd be targeting the people that played it before, and I would
Yeah.
buy it again. If you was to give me like, even if it was just a Crash Team Racing, like a racing game, just a simple arcade game, probably not hard to make, like a remaster, I guarantee you we'd all be playing it right now. We'd be all over fucking playing it.
Also, it needs to happen sooner rather than later, but because we're becoming part of the generation now where people, I mean, we're all getting older, people are going to start leaving gaming soon when they get to, especially like when 24, 25, 26, because they move out,
Yeah.
they play online.
Settle down with
Yeah, exactly. So people don't buy as much games when they're older, it's just fast. So stuff like that, I think it's a bit. It's hard to say, really.
Okay, put it this way: saying that they're doing that, they're making a brand new Ratchet and Clank game. They're making a brand new Ratchet and Clank game, and that's quite similar to Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, but I think name alone upgrade
It's the name.
graphics. Because you look at, I'm trying to think of a game they made. Duke Nukem, like a perfect example, right? That was a classic growing up. I remember playing that for days and days when that growing up. They started this whole thing. It was 10 years in the making. The new one. It was meant to be brilliant, and it's just the biggest flop ever. It was awful. A crap game. So it depends what route they go down. Because I mean, you can go new graphics, new this, new that. Like if you put the things that were so great about Crash Bandicoot,
They're so simple.
and Spyro and stuff like that, it was literally they were so arcade and so simple.
Yeah.
If you start throwing, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, it starts not ruining it, but well, yeah, I suppose it's just putting too much into the fray for it. It doesn't make the game as cool as it was. But then I don't know, they can go vice versa as well. I don't know if they don't put as much stuff in it, and people just find it boring now, don't they? They want like millions of explosions and whatnot on screen.
They basically want Michael Bay.
Jamie, John said he can't get in.
I'm trying to invite him in. I'm trying to invite him. We swapped the host because Ryan was host and then I was host, so it's been swapped.
Yeah, we have.
John, reset your connection and try and get in because I don't.
Want me to try and ring him?
I've tried ringing him. It's not even ringing. But yeah.
Oh, because I blocked him.
Why did you block him, for fuck's sake?
Oh, I don't know. Oh shit! Hold on.
Yeah. So hang on. Whilst we're sorting this shit out.
Hang on, wait. Let's read out what people have been saying. Single player games are almost always better. I would say that depends on. Yeah, like that. I would say that depends on how well the story's sort of delivered. Because there are multiplayer games that are better than single player games.
Yeah, definitely. You look at Call of Duty. The Call of Duty on last gen removed a single player, just multiplayer. Then the best game I've ever played is it's The Last of Us. Best story I've ever played, and it's so phenomenal. Like, so like.
For God's sake, Ryan.
There you go.
Oh my God.
It's because I didn't have you as a friend on Skype.
I've reset my computer.
I told you, John, it wasn't me. I did say it wasn't me.
Jesus.
Right. Swede said game companies nowadays don't take risks anymore like they did back in the day. Which, yeah, I agree.
But that's not a risk. I don't consider Ratchet.
There are the odd, like, you know, there's that one odd company that will sort of think outside the box. But I just think people just discard it now because people are so used to the same shit.
Remember Little Big Planet first came about?
That was the balls.
Yeah, and they killed it.
Mental, weren't it? Yeah,
they killed it.
Yeah, but they think how, like, when that first came about, how mental people went over it.
The innovation in that game was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, there's literally, you could do anything. Like, some of the maps people made were just unreal.
Me and John had such a fun time playing the third one, but it was broken when we fucking played it.
Yeah, we did. It ruined our experience, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't broken, I could have.
They added too much to it. They should have kept the game and just brought out more stuff for it. Because they just started adding, like, you could add movies into it. It just, obviously, they're building a different engine around it. It just didn't.
I never really got the making your level. I never made a level.
We used to just mess around with it, didn't we? Just
it's because the creating on it was really difficult.
Hmm.
Some people love that, like same as Halo. You look at the old Halo game, like Halo 3, I think it was when people up there on the map editing.
Forge.
Forge, yeah, when Forge first came out, the people made some sick things. Really, really great things.
But that video you're showing, Jamie, of Ratchet and Clank, they do look good.
It looks fucking awesome, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah,
that
but
does.
are they going to keep
That
the
gameplay does look awesome.
original gameplay? I wonder the way
It's
it's
going to be like All for One, the 4-player one.
It's like 1080p, 60 frames a second, Ratchet and Clank. And it does look really good on the stream right now. What they are seeing is, whoa. Did anyone hear that?
Yeah, I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game.
They're really good.
Hey, it's such good games. Really well.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played them properly.
Along with Ratchet and Clank, though, is they're making a movie of it, which is coming out
Yeah,
next year as well.
I've seen the trailer for the movie.
I mean, well, people got.
Jack and Dexter.
Yeah, no, I didn't play any of them.
I remember Jack and Dexter. Jack and Dexter was good. Yeah.
That does look really fun, actually.
It does. It's really good. It's only going to be like $30 as well, because apparently it's a remaster.
I need to change the scenery on games, and this looks like just the one.
Yeah.
And there's a
Can I
couple.
just point out, your guns are bigger than that monster in that video.
Hey.
Put it on a gun.
Look at
Because my
those
camera
guns.
just runs at like 1 frame per second.
Camera's
I look like a
fucking
potato,
man.
man.
We have to use this photo of Ryan because it only one. He's got a PlayStation Eye toy. That's what he's using.
I look like a potato.
He
Yeah,
can.
guys, this is like the first ever time that you've seen all of, well, more or less all of Team Cotch on camera.
That is probably the first.
Mine's not moving the mouse over my nipples.
Look at those guns. Look at those guns.
I can feel them.
But yeah, I do think like there is a demand for a game like Ratchet and Clank still. There obviously is, which means there's a demand for Jack and Dexter and Crash Bandicoot. We would all be playing a racing game if it was out. We would definitely
They
be
need to
playing.
do an 8-player Crash Bandicoot CTR again.
There we
Like,
go. See,
rebound graphics
yeah,
and everything.
that'd be so
I
fun
don't
to
see
play.
why I don't see why they're so reluctant on doing it. Like,
Because I think
It's not the market.
It's graphics now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's not the market.
The industry at the moment is so not broken, I think, but if everything needs to be. I was saying this to someone earlier. It's such a the day we live in now is everything needs to be so new. Everything needs to be perfect. No one can have like a broken game anymore. Like if you look at those old games, like there's loads
Yeah.
of glitches in it.
Ross,
Yeah.
I think I'll stand corrected. Destiny was a broken game when it was released.
They've probably gone into more the marketing side. It's about money now. What will sell?
Exactly.
All right,
You
then.
the best thing is what people say is you don't unlock stuff anymore. You pay for stuff now.
All right.
You used to get a game, you used to unlock characters. Now you have to buy characters. I think that's
Let's
I know,
let's
buy
change
dance.
this.
it revolves back to the internet.
All right, let's change this then. Let's move on from platforming games to Destiny next year. What happens with that? What the fuck? What happens with that?
I'm gonna say this right now. Although we're gonna say that we're not gonna buy it, we're definitely gonna buy it.
Get it?
We're gonna buy it.
I want to get it.
No one wants to, mate, but our wallets are screaming.
You'll see everyone on it. You said this last time.
Yeah, we did watch Roberto buy it
Yeah,
yesterday.
fucking Resident's got it now. He's got
Has he?
Yeah, he was
we
talking
went
to us
to
yesterday.
Oh.
Right.
God.
You can't.
No, we didn't help him do the race. Forgot
Yeah.
he's on.
Yeah. So I mean, Destiny. What happens? Is it another expansion, or are they making Destiny 2 right now?
They did say they wanted Destiny 2 to be released 2016, but
They say with the expansion pattern we bought Taken King, you get another free DLC with it.
no.
Wow. You having a laugh there, right?
Well, I don't know because they did that with the House of Wolves, didn't they?
Jamie, you playing one of my
So
streams?
much of.
You playing my raid?
Yeah. I'm playing the video.
Amazing.
So yeah, Destiny. Do they add new DLC like they did with the Taken King, or do they make Destiny 2?
I think the only thing is what's happened with Destiny. It's been so scored now by players. Players are so angry with what happened. What they need to do is, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think
the Taken King, they fixed a lot of the stuff that was wrong with the
yeah,
game.
but if people are already pissed off, you have to pay another 40 quid for that. So if they made a completely new game, Destiny 2, and didn't fuck about like they did with Destiny 1, with adding all these things in afterwards, maybe they can get back some of the things. Then also as well, you've got to realise Destiny, like even as amount of people that slag it off over the internet, it was the highest gross, it's the quickest DLC download or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking nice hand cannon there, Kieran. We're supposed to be fucking
But
sniping
I
that
remember
boss.
this one, Dick, the one I was saying where Kieran was using a hand cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just take this moment to criticise your hand cannon skills right now. Right.
Right.
And moving on from that, yeah,
Yeah, but did we get the raid done?
we did get it done, yeah. But the thing is,
Raid now makes me miss a little bit.
what is interesting is what
I was only
Bungie
buying DLC for the raid, man.
what Bungie have done is they've hired all the writers from what's that, Guild Wars 2. They hired all the writers and they haven't confirmed what they're working on. So
Not the shit ones though, because Guild Wars 1 was amazing. I
yeah,
know
you
about
love
it.
Guild Wars. You're a big fan of that, aren't you?
Yeah, it'd be interesting, man. I mean, we don't really know. Well, actually, yeah, we do. So we don't really know how Oryx came about, but you killed his son, didn't you? So.
Okay, yeah. So we've killed Oryx. Spoilers.
The Cabal
Spoilers.
just got sort of marked off, so didn't
Resident's watching the stream, he's upset now.
If Reza's watching
Yeah,
the stream, yeah, that is
Sort of,
that is a spoiler. I
Cabal got really
I think
nothing.
they need to go more in depth for the whole game. They really need to like fucking go really in
There
depth.
was, you got to remember as well, there was an original concept plan for Destiny as well.
Yeah.
It was a huge backstory.
Yeah, there
and they
was.
scrapped
It was bigger than Halo. It was written by Joe Staten, and Joe Staten left. So that says everything.
You know what you were saying earlier though, I was the biggest grossing game.
Yeah. Not
Yeah,
game, not
no.
game, not game. The DLC was
Franchise.
No, the DLC of Taken King. So many people slag it off over the internet saying how awful it is, blah blah blah. But the DLC was downloaded by so many millions of people. Like,
Yeah.
sort of
That's
with-
what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say now. I think it could have been just a plan all along with this concept in mind to delete, to put crap gameplay forward first and then to milk it off later on. Because at the end of the day, if it's about money, which it is, they've done a good job of milking it.
Ryan,
They,
what's
they will milk us, man. We're gamers. At the end of the day, we're gamers. So we're
Yeah,
gonna.
but I can't see the logic in saying like release a crap game. I suppose marketing they could say
It doesn't have to. From our minds, we're gamers. We're the ones who are buying this, and we see it from a bit of a jaded point of view, being a bit angry at it. But from them, they're like, "I've got this new sports car. I've got all this money, equity,
yeah,
and all this stuff." Yeah,
Ryan?
the big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What-
sweet.
what
it
is-
well known.
what is your opinion on it?
On a website.
Ryan, what is your opinion on Destiny? Because me, John, Ross, and Kieran have played too much of it, and you haven't played that much of it.
Well,
Because you're
to be
working.
honest, I enjoyed the Taken King more than I enjoyed any other DLC or the original game. It just seemed to engage me more with the Taken King.
It's because they offered the reset, isn't it? It was the reset that got you fucking back in it again.
Well, I don't think it was. It was just the fact that there was more stuff to do. It wasn't. I know it's a repetitive game. You do the same thing in and out, but there seemed to be more upgrades. It just seemed to get. It was easier to play.
Hmm.
It wasn't so difficult at the
Yeah.
start.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, I liked it. But I just think the fact that they milked us for like nearly £100, it was a bit.
We do the raid review in the end, right?
Yeah, we did a couple in the end. I think
Yeah,
we did three or
we did.
four of them.
Definitely.
We do Oryx.
I didn't even do it on finish on hard, to be honest.
No, I didn't finish it on hard. They could have made another 2 or 3 hours of story with the time they spent making new PvP game. Man.
Definitely.
The thing
Wade,
is,
like,
like,
definitely.
because they scrapped everything on the story and they rushed it. I think they're just completely winging that game now, man. Like, I don't know.
It's riding off the sales. It's riding that sales wave. That's what's happening.
It is. Personally, I think it's a write-off, but they're just winging out DLC out there so they can get suggestions from.
Well, when
from the
Destiny was
community.
first made, they came out and said before it came out, we've got a 10-year plan with Destiny 1. We're gonna we're gonna release content over the next 10 years. It's gonna last that long, blah blah blah. And obviously, it hasn't at all. Like I don't. But then I might have mistaken it. I might have taken it wrongly. I thought they meant now Destiny 1. Maybe they mean over the franchising in general.
Hmm.
Yeah, they had that screenshot that was leaked with all comets and all that. Whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, how long's Destiny been out for now? A year and a half, year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just over a year. Yeah, no, it's just over a year. Because Taking King was a year on the dot.
Oh yeah.
So what?
That's
Right.
mental.
Yeah, definitely. I do think personally they will probably. I don't think Destiny 2 will be coming next year. It'll be another 2 expansion packs. Then I can see them doing what they did this year and bringing it out in like
Yeah, what they'll do
March,
is they'll,
April
like, they'll release
2017. That's what it'll
They'll
be.
release 2 more DLCs, and then the profit they get from that, they'll put into Destiny 2.
I think Destiny 2 is well underway already. Obviously, it has to be because they have 2 studios doing different things, don't they? I can see Destiny 2 coming out in 2017, like early 2017, to get those sales again when there's no games fucking coming out.
If they started doing free DLC to keep people coming back, because the problem with just doing expansions or big DLCs is there's such a big gap. Like Mortal Kombat, for example, right? I absolutely love Mortal Kombat. They've done all the DLC for it, and now they're like, oh, we've got more fighters coming, but not till 2016. This was about 3 months ago they announced this. And I thought, I've lost my interest by then. Like if you haven't got stuff coming out regularly, unless you're a die hard fan, you're not gonna you're not gonna stay on it really.
Yeah, I've never played Mortal Kombat, and you're a big fan of it. So next Mortal Kombat game, what does it need to be? What does it need to be?
It needs to be what they've done last time. It was so good last time. They need to sort out their online. That's the only thing. It can be laggy, just a bit annoying. More characters would be good.
More characters.
I think it's hard to well, I mean, I don't know, but I'm assuming it's pretty hard to make an online fighting game. Because Smash Bros is the same. It's so laggy, and it's just the control, like the input controls, you just can't play it. Well, I mean, I can't personally. It's probably my internet, but like.
No, it's not because it's so Mortal Kombat. It's just the lags on it so bad. But then you've got games like Skullgirls, I think it's called, and there's a few other ones that the online's just perfect for. I don't understand why, especially when the core thing for a fighting game is online. Like you play the story for about 10 hours, that's over with, and then it is just pure fighting people online over and over and over again. If you fuck that up, if you're not having a good time, they don't have Mortal Kombat 9 as well. Like the online was so terrible, no one enjoys it, and then people stop playing it completely, which is a shame because the game's really the dynamics of the game's so good and fun.
Definitely. I think Street Fighter.
TM, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I think Street Fighter is a PlayStation exclusive for next year, if I think rightly. Let me just check.
They have massive. I watch all the tournaments on Twitch and stuff like that. It's so like the hype that goes behind it is wicked. I really love it, especially when people do like sick combos and stuff. But then that's all playing on the same consoles because there's obviously no lag. So.
Definitely, it's all about the lag with those sort of games, isn't it? I mean, you can't really play fighting games online if everyone's at a huge deficit.
Because it's same with Call of Duty though, because the bullets are gonna be. The lag comes together well, doesn't it? Like the servers, they can make it a good server.
That's that again. Exactly, I completely agree. I don't understand why you've got bigger games like Call of Duty and Battlefront and stuff like that. I could play a game with no lag whatsoever, and on a fighting game where it's 2v2 still background.
Definitely.
It's harder. I don't understand why. But then obviously I'm not in that industry.
There's less rendering, there's less the game.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? So that's why I don't quite understand it.
Just gonna switch to this game for a second. The Division next year.
Yes.
I can't wait.
That is going to be a big game. Me, Ross, and Joe enjoyed ourselves playing it.
I didn't play it. You guys played it.
Yeah,
Tell me how it's like.
Yeah, the level you're seeing, Jamie. If you put that video back.
Yeah, I'm just changing title.
That level. I'll just talk you through that, how that's going to work, because I'm very interested in this game. This is I think I played the Rainbow Six Siege, and that was a big letdown, and then went on to this, and this kind of, it's been like 3 or 4 years in the making. I hope it's not going to be another haze. But yeah, that video you're seeing there is the same level we played at Gamescom. You have to basically, there's going to be, when you find stuff off people, you're going to have to take it to a drop zone and then defend that drop zone from other enemy teams. Whereas you can work.
2v2, I can't remember.
No, it's 3 teams. You're going to have like a medic assault and a
sniper, was it?
Yeah, I think it was like a heavy machine gunner, wasn't it? He had the sniper.
Yeah.
And basically, you've got to defend this point. Now, the teams can either work together to extract. What we didn't do, you can work together with the other group of players to extract the stuff out, because you're going to be playing
the tech
CPU as well. But yeah, it's all down to
it with you, Ryan, because everyone was free for all wanted.
Yeah, it was a bit of a free for all, but I think that's how it's going to work online as well. I don't think
it's gonna have, obviously we were just playing the alpha, and it was just everyone we wanted to get that package.
This is the
we're all
alpha.
against each other, but I think it's going to be very difficult online to trust each other because you could get that countdown clock from, I think it's something 3-4 minutes. I think the countdown clock is. You could get that right down to the last second, and the other team steal it.
So
that's the beauty of the game, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because remember as well, there's the AI, and the AI can be really difficult.
The AI literally flood the last couple of seconds. You've got to defend that package for. They absolutely flood the area, and a lot of the time you get
teams attacking you.
Yeah, and a lot of the time you do get like friendly fire as well. I think.
So how big are the teams? How big of teams can you have on it?
Teams of 4.
Two.
No, teams are 3, but obviously the map is going to be huge. The bit you're seeing is the quarantine zone?
Yeah,
that's what we
the black
played, wasn't
zone.
it?
Oh, the black zone. Yeah, this is only the bit where you go to send stuff off.
Yeah, and you like collect supplies to go back to your base, and
Yeah, and then once
it's basically you just scavenging for shit. But
Yeah, once you've scavenged the stuff, then you have to put it on the extraction helicopter, and then it's yours forever. If you've got that stuff on your persons in the game that you haven't sent back to be analysed, you're not going to keep it. No, you could lose it. So.
Do you know with the whole concept of it, like the quarantine zone, do you reckon they'll put in a zombie element to it? Or
it is a zombie element.
So it's like
they have confirmed that.
So it's
Yeah.
like
an infection.
Oh,
isn't
wicked!
it?
They confirmed it when the trailer.
Like 28 days later, kind of.
Yeah,
is it
when the
like
trailer was
DayZ,
released.
but like properly made DayZ rather than fucking
Yeah.
Bucky shit?
Yeah, this is basically what you would expect from a post-apocalyptic sort of world where there's no sort of government or anything like that. Everything's corrupt and there's an
Like
infection.
vigilante groups trying to survive.
Yeah, you've got like 3 or 4 different fractions of AI, and obviously each one will have its own challenges to get around. But the map is going to be quite big.
Well, I mean, like what you see now, this is what we actually played, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I hope they don't do overkill the map.
Hang on, so obviously right now I've gone forward. It's like a skill tree. You can have mines, you can have turrets and shit. Do you get do you unlock them as you level up, or do you get them out of packages that you try and protect?
Well, we had them preset, didn't we?
Yeah, we don't know. I think
we had everything preset.
I think the skills is what you'll be able to unlock some, but I think you'll be able to find some as well.
There's designated people in it as well. I was a healer when I played it.
Yeah.
Really?
And so I was chucking these grenades down that heal people, so I chuck them on my.
But they've kept their cards pretty close to their chest. They haven't really revealed much.
No.
Even now, I think it's due out for.
It looks very much like Rainbow Six Vegas Terrorist Hunt in the sense that you are always behind covers and shit. But it actually seems like that with like actual people. You're playing against actual people.
I think it's going to be a game that you're really going to have to sit down and strategically.
See that guy there? I don't know if it's like laggy, but he closed the door on the cop car and he shut the cop tires. Like a lot of things you can shoot in it.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yes, it's a completely destructible environment. But I just hope it's not going to be a render fest.
Yeah,
that's I don't know how they're going to move when you move through the different districts.
Maybe it's going to be like Destiny.
Because if loads of people get this game, how are they going to fit them all into this one?
What's going to happen?
It's going to be a massive map as well.
I don't think they're going to fit them into one area. I think you'll be put into like a game world with.
Did you see that on the stream?
Yeah, that little ball.
Yeah, but that's what he unlocked in the skill tree, that homing mine.
Yeah.
That rocked towards them.
I
don't think you're going to have like 4,000 players on one.
Yeah, in that sense.
Yeah, obviously there'll be different dedicated servers, won't
there? I think it'd be very similar to Destiny, whereas you pop in and pop out of zones. Whereas on Destiny,
I don't think so. I think it's going to be completely open.
I can't see it rendering that far on console. I can see.
Like, say if 1 million people bought this game, what would they do?
I don't know.
I can see it being like Destiny, being like 16 or 32 people in each zone, and as you pop in and out of the zones, you go between. You load into different servers and shit. That's what I think will happen. But it will seem seamless. I hope it's fucking seamless. Like Destiny.
They're saying March the 8th, but it's been pushed. It was meant to be the end of this year, wasn't it? It was released.
Been pushed back a few times.
It's been pushed back. Yeah.
Nah, Wavy, you haven't got to worry about that, man. It's going to be nothing like Destiny.
So I'm guessing you have to find.
But if you look on what he's looking on the map now,
I hope they have a limit.
Yeah, watch this bit afterwards here. This bit here on the stream where the police station says secured. So is it the objective to secure loads of zones for your own squad and defend it?
Yeah, surely it's got to be.
Game mode to it, didn't we? So there's probably.
Obviously, we haven't saw the bit where you're collecting loot. So I think a lot of it
I would find it hard to be able to join in a fray of even over 30+ people.
It's not going to
Yeah.
be like that. It'll be 30 people to a zone, but the zone, all the people will be over the spot in the zone. If the world is really that big, it'd be like Destiny in the sense where you drive through one zone, logging it out to one server and into the other server, and then a load of other people will be on that server during zones. That's what it'll be. Because look how big the map seems. The map seems fucking huge. Just looking at it now.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it's buildings as well, man. If you can go through every building.
Yeah, it has to be different servers then, because the render distance won't be able to do it on console. It won't be able to do that.
Yeah.
It won't be able to do that. But personally, I really think it's going to be a good game. I didn't play it. You guys played it. So.
Honestly, it was good fun. It's definitely worth the wait. I will tell you that now.
Yeah, it was a highlight.
I mean, look, it's zooming out the map now. Look how big this map is. How many zones? One. It's a fucking big map. We just saw it there.
They're engaged again at the end of that, so...
Hang on, let me rewind that for the map. I'll rewind it for the map bit. Pause it on the map.
Yeah, that's a big map.
I'll pause it on the map.
But that looks like it's going to be open world from that map.
Yeah, look how big that map is.
It's open world and not like Destiny with area based.
Obviously, yeah, it's open world, but it's going to be zones where you come in and out of. You've already seen the zones, like a little bit.
Yeah, so the dark zones are where you're most likely going to interact with actual people.
It's got to be because they'll easily sell at least a mil. And imagine a mil people fitting in there. It wouldn't fit as regardless how big it is.
Yeah, it'll be dedicated servers, but then will those servers hold the capability of people? Probably not.
Thing is,
it'll be trial tested first.
Which is the reason why I'm worried the most is because of Watchdog. The trailer for Watchdog was fucking awesome when it was first revealed.
Yeah, but nobody actually had the chance to play Watchdog.
And it got downgraded to fuck.
That was a single player game anyway.
It got downgraded to fuck, but we'll see what happens with it. Oh shit! I just.
Only with open worlds that there won't be loading screens.
Hang on, I gotta get something back that just dropped.
Yeah, that's like loading screens.
Jamie Dogs are just eating through his fucking minge.
Right. So yeah, it looks.
Oh, his minge. My mouse is dirty as fuck, man.
So yeah, I think Division could be possibly Game of the Year for 2016 if they hit it on the head. There's going to be problems, whether it be server related. There always is problems for those games.
I'm pretty sure there may be like factions in it as well, so you're doing different alliances or something like that.
Yeah, I think there was 4 or 5 different alliances when we played it, wasn't there, that you could choose from.
I mean, it looks really good. Like, graphically, it looks really good. I mean, the gameplay mechanics look really fucking good as well. I mean, those Vegas gameplay mechanics look sweet. It just looks like it's going to be a fucking big game. Like, fucking...
I think it will be. I think there'll be a lot to do in there. I hope there's a lot to do in there.
Right, what we're going to discuss now, we're going to discuss Uncharted 4 now.
Jamie, do you know what I think is going to be the best game next year?
Uncharted 4?
No, FIFA 17. That looks... No, I'm joking.
Yeah, there's no fucking thingy out for that, man. We're going to be discussing Uncharted 4.
You just know there's going to be some new kits in there, new footballs.
New football, new blades of grass.
See, right, we're now discussing Uncharted 4. John, you played all the other Uncharted. I haven't managed to complete them all yet.
You need to do it, James.
I need to complete them. Like, so you'll probably be the best person for this. Have you completed all of them, haven't you?
Yeah, I've completed all of them.
So you're looking forward to this one?
Yeah.
Graphically, I don't think we'll see a better game next year than Uncharted 4. Naughty Dog hit the nail on the head. Yeah, Naughty Dog hit the nail on the head when it comes to graphics in games.
If you ever play the online, you'll love it.
It's a bit like Last of Us, isn't it? The online.
Yeah, it's Naughty Dog graphics.
Yeah, but obviously you have different guns and that, and you have to get relics throughout the game, even in multiplayer.
I'll tell you who'd be a good one to have in here as well, Nicola, because Nicola's played it as much as John has.
Okay.
Yeah, she's looking forward to this game. I've never really played them. I've tried to, but I'm just not.
I haven't really played them.
I mean,
it looks amazing.
Graphically, it looks insane, doesn't it? Like any other Naughty Dog game, it does look fucking insane.
If you remember, John, when you were trying to walk me through the Uncharted 2 level, I sucked balls at it.
The thing is, you have to get in a relation with the characters as well. The more you like the characters, the more you want to get the next game.
Yeah.
So with Nathan Drake, he's just a beast. He's like a male Tomb Raider.
Yeah, it's good. He's like Indiana Jones, isn't he? It's like sense of humour. It's really.
But you know, I'm not coming away from Uncharted, but this is where Ubisoft went wrong with Assassin's Creed. Was that everybody fell in love with Ezio and then they killed him off?
Yeah. And then they still. I don't reckon they'll ever have a character that you can connect to like you do with Ezio.
Yeah, but like you know, like John said, you do connect with the character, and obviously that makes the game.
It does. You have a relationship with the game, don't you? It makes it that much better.
But where's this set then? Is this in one place or?
What, Uncharted?
Hey, Uncharted.
Yeah.
I think the next.
From what I understand, you will spawn where you left in like.
I think that's still talking about Division.
Yeah, Destiny. Fucking Destiny Division.
I mean, graphics wise, it looks fucking insane. It probably will be game of the year because it's
It's got
Uncharted.
some good combat as well.
I mean, yeah, it's just. I haven't played the other, so I haven't got an opinion on them. I've never had a PlayStation 3 like you guys. You played the fuck out of it. John did.
Well,
I
John
mean,
did.
Yeah,
I've
like
never.
look at everything being destructive. It's really cool. Like even when you're in cover, it goes down after time.
Like you said, he's a male Lara Croft.
Yeah, definitely.
I really want that game, but it's Xbox.
Yeah, that Lara Croft game does look good. We can have
I might
another.
get that.
We can have another discussion about Xbox some other time. But so at the moment, it's definitely PlayStation. Look at that takedown on that kill there. That's a fucking sick. The animations are definitely really cool with Naughty Dog games. I prefer the Uncharted like way of aiming shit rather than the Last of Us. I mean, I had trouble with that. I couldn't really get used to it.
He jumps, grabs his gun,
Hits up the clip.
There's always action in that game. It always keeps you on your feet.
Look how fucking smooth it's all happening.
Yeah, and this game doesn't come out till next year. This looks like it's ready now, doesn't it? This fucking level here looks like it's ready now. It probably is.
Uncharted is always great though. Their set pieces are phenomenal.
Yeah, they got some amazing artwork. It's crazy to think that these are the people that created Crash, isn't it? The art fucking way is crazy.
They get better and better at what they do.
Yeah, they get better and better every time a game comes out. I mean, The Last of Us.
Alright, sweet. Catch you later, buddy.
I mean, The Last of
Yeah,
Us.
But I mean, The Last of Us 2 is set to come out, isn't it? Or whatever
It'll be the next game after this one, won't it?
Did everybody complete The Last of Us? I don't really want to.
Yeah.
What game?
The Last of Us.
I can't believe you never completed it, Kieran.
Yeah, you needed to complete that.
I just looked at the end.
It tells a lot about this. Yeah, she basically she's not going to die from the virus. She's the cure, and he's just throwing it away.
The amazing thing is that's what's the so powerful thing about that film. Not only the first 10 minutes like that brilliant first 10 minutes, but the ending where he has a chance to save the entire world.
Yeah, and he
still chooses not to. It's so power. I thought it was so powerful.
Yeah. The thing is, what we take from that is again, it's Naughty Dog's writing and storytelling. It's really fucking great.
Cliche ending.
Yeah, they completely dragged you off the track.
They
threw you right into it at the end of the hospital.
Exactly.
They just threw you into it.
The other amazing thing about usually you'd think, oh, what a dickhead, but because you go on this journey with these two characters, you sort of sit there and you're like, oh god, he's right. I understand why he's done it.
I'm not sure if I want it last. They're definitely making another one.
They're definitely making another one.
If they've done it, I don't want it to be Joel and Ellie because their story was so complete in a sense. I think if they carry, I just think adding
it's
more.
One of those things that should be left how it is.
Yeah, I'd love to see.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I do love the characters.
That's what I mean. I love them so much. I wouldn't want.
They can move on that. They can make the story that was already previously told better by adding on.
Of course, because they could always go on to the fact that she finds out that he stopped. He basically.
She already knows. Watch the ending again.
Yeah, she knows. Yeah.
That's why she's angry with him at the end.
See, I've never finished it, so I wouldn't know what happens. So
it's the best bit of writing to a video game I've ever played. I remember sitting in cutscenes and just being like the scene with the I can't remember the two people, the black guys they meet, and like that. It's a powerful scene.
We'll just call him Jamal for now, Ross.
One of them, like the younger brother, their brothers,
Jamal Jr.
And he gets bitten, and his older brother shoots him, and then kills himself after. But it's just such powerful writing.
It is great writing. Yeah, it really is.
I just think like with that, you've gone from one end of the spectrum, Uncharted, but everything's blown up to this end of the spectrum where you have to sneak around.
Yeah.
You know, try and conserve your ammo.
Elements of sneaking, like right now, where Jamie's fast forwarded to.
I mean, I think that's one of the first levels, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
60 minutes. It's the first 60 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah.
This is.
That's quite a tough level because you're thrown right into it. They don't really give you much hints.
But yeah, so you guys played The Last of Us. So what would you want from Last of Us 2? What would you want from it? The same thing again? The exact same thing again?
More multiplayer. Not more multiplayer because I know a lot of the game, but maybe more options on the multiplayer.
Maybe introduce something like The Division, where again you're fighting over fucking shit. Where
that would be cool.
But maybe just some more game modes, because all it was kill people and then try and save people.
Yeah, maybe something like
they introduced the infected element as well. So you'd have the two teams against each other, and there'd also be the clickers that were like fucking scary as anything.
Yeah, like a mode with the clickers, like not like zombies, but like a.
There'll be some like on the Dying Light where they had that big monster that chases you.
To me, it seems a lot like The Walking Dead. Like it would be. It seems very much like The Walking Dead.
It's more about the characters than the actual infection. It's more about human interaction than the horrible clickers and evil.
Yeah.
Like, there's a scene, right, where you find one of Joel's old friends called Bill, and he's a right prick. Like he hates Ellie, blah blah blah, and he talks about how much he hates his ex-partner because he's done a runner on him.
Yeah.
And then, without saying anything, you find like. It's not even like that obvious, but he's gay. And you don't even. Like, it's just little things, and if you played the DLC, Ryan.
No, I never played the DLC.
Ellie, there's a scene in it like where it's a prequel, and it's so beautifully written, but like through that whole story, it turns out she kisses her best friend who dies. And then it's the whole thing about being a lesbian. And everyone online was like saying, "Oh, it's outrageous, blah blah blah." But when you play The Last of Us, it's not mentioned because it doesn't matter, sort of thing. It's so that just shows how well written the characters are.
Yeah, definitely.
It was something that brilliant. It doesn't need to be said. Like the same with that character Bill. It's never said. But there's obviously the hints towards it, and there's one of them finds a game magazine and stuff. And it's the best game ever.
Right, Jamie, I've got to go, mate, because I've got to be up early. Sorry.
You've got to be up early, so we'll drop you out of the conversation.
Right, I'll speak to you later on.
Bye.
Yeah, Ryan.
See you later on.